Welcome to PVTV International. I'm going to present this week's editions of our news roundup. Cabinet news: National Unity Government achieved milestone agreement with ethnic leaders on 3rd anniversary of Spring Revolution. At the cabinet meeting held on February 6, acting President Sheila of the National Unity Government announced significant progress in fostering unity among ethnic groups. He highlighted the successful joint position statement reached by leaders of the Kachin, Karen, Chin and Karani communities on the 3rd anniversary of the Spring Revolution. Referred to as K3C, this collective stance, formed in collaborations with KIO, KNU, KNPP and CNF, serve as a practical roadmap to expedite crucial reforms. The acting president stated, "We must continue to strive for the unity of the Ethnic Alliance organizations, and the role of the Northern Alliance 3 is very important in this." The statement, comprising a vision, 6 objectives, 9 positions and 6 process steps, was issued in January 31st. Notably, by the 3rd year of the Spring Revolution, leaders from diverse ethnic backgrounds, including those from the Northern Kachin area, Southern Karen area, Northwest Chin area, Southeastern Karani area, actively contribute to forging this collective agreement. Acting President denounced mandatory military service decree by terrorist military council. Acting President Sheila strongly criticized the impositions of compulsory military service amid the ongoing conflict with the people, describing it as a deplorable act that further undermines the prospect of Myanmar's youth and future. The acting president emphasized the imperative to put an end to this practice immediately. The acting president expressed this sentiment on his Twitter social network in response to a notification issued by terrorist leader Myanmar. The notification announced the enforcement of the People's Military Service Law enacted by the State Peace and Development Council (SPDC) in 2010, effective February 10, 2024. NUG calls for unity to combat Myanmar military operations on 77th Shan National Day. On February 7, the National Unity Government issued a message commemorating the 77th anniversary of Shan National Day. The message calls for unity among all ethnic groups, including leaders of the ethnic revolutions in Shan State, political parties, and citizens nationwide. Together, they are urged to collaborate in the effort to eradicate the oppressive Myanmar military and to collectively strive for the full realizations of democracy, human rights, equality, and the establishment of a federal union. NUG Prime Minister honors civil servants' courage on 3rd year CDM anniversary. On February 8, on the occasions of the 3rd year anniversary of the Civil Servants Non-Violent Civil Disobedience Movement, National Unity Government Prime Minister Marwin Kaidan delivered remarks commending the courage and unwavering convictions of the CDM civil servants. He emphasized that the global community has been impressed and has lauded their dedications, considering the CDM movement as a remarkable chapter in the annals of revolutionary history, asserting that CDM civil servants constitute a cornerstone of the People's Spring Revolution. The Prime Minister underscored the importance of their readiness to resume duties with the federal and unit governments, positioning them as key drivers of the nation's reconstruction efforts. He highlighted the support provided to CDM civil servants by the committee representing Denounces since the inception of the revolution, including the establishment of the CDM Success Committee and compilations of a comprehensive list of CDM civil servants by department. The Prime Minister assured that measures have been taken to address various emergency needs, including security concerns. NUG urges political parties to reject role as informant for terrorist military council. On February 10, the National Unity Consultative Council and the National Unity Government issued a statement urging political party to cease acting as informant for the terrorist Myanmar military council. The statement emphasized that political parties and their members registered under military-imposed law should refrain from complying with orders to send information, as doing so would contribute to repression mechanisms of the Myanmar military. The statement highlighted that the Myanmar military causes demand for information, compromises the political duties of these parties and seeks to exploit them as informants, thereby undermining democracy. Consequently, political parties are asked to withdraw their registrations from the fraudulent election commission established by the terrorist Myanmar Military Council and disassociate themselves from the party, adopting a stance of opposition to such coercive tactics. Central Committee for Interim Implementations of Local Administration, NUG Prime Minister calls for strengthening defense forces during the meeting of Central Committee for Interim Implementations of Local Administrations on February 9. Prime Minister Mawin Kaidan emphasized the importance of bolstering defense forces to secure more territories control. He underscored the need for a unified understanding of revolutionary principle to discern the priorities in current situations clearly. The Prime Minister emphasized the responsibility of protection groups to safeguard all individuals and entities, urging Minister to collaborate closely with local officials in townships. Ministry of Home Affairs and Immigration, National Unity Government announced casualties on Myanmar military sites in People Defensive War. In response to the ongoing violent suppressions, arrests and killing perpetrated by the illegitimate military council, the Ministry of Home Affairs and Immigration declared on February 7 that 24 members of the Myanmar military were killed and 19 were wounded in a single day on February 6. As the People Defensive War continues, the public, defending their right to self-protection, reacted to the actions of the Myanmar military. Ministry of Defense, National Unity Government forces capture Milestone camp in Karen State. In a significant development, the Leto fleet successfully seized control of Milestone camp in Karen State, Tandangji District, Tandangji Township. The Ministry of Defense announced on February 4 that it coordinated operations involving the Karen Liberation Army, KNLA, PDF, the Central Military Command, and the Nebiro military divisions led to the capture of the camp over a 3-day offensive. Following the engagement, more than 20 Myanmar military soldiers were reported killed, and a considerable amount of ammunition was seized. Ministry of Human Rights, Myanmar military attacked school in Karen State. National Unity Government vowed justice. On February 5 at approximately 10:15 a.m., school in Karen State, Denounces Township, including Dosi village in the western part of Denounces town, in Launang Park village, came under attack by warplanes belonging to the Myanmar military. The Ministry of Human Rights announced on February 8 its commitment to ensuring the perpetrators of this violation face appropriate punishment. Furthermore, troops from the terrorist Myanmar military stationed near Loiko fired heavy weapons at least 6 times, resulting in the deaths of 5 individuals, including 4 children aged between 11 and 13, and injuring 36 others. Ministry of Labour, NUG dissolved Myanmar Overseas Employment Agency Federation. The National Unity Government announced the permanent dissolutions of the Myanmar Overseas Employment Agency Federations, formerly the Myanmar Overseas Employment Agency Federation (MOEAF), on February 5. The Ministry of Labour declared the Federation an illegal association for its collaboration with the terrorist military council. The ministry cited numerous illegal activities, including charging excessive services fee to workers, failing to ensure the placement at workplaces, and neglecting to address labor rights violations. Furthermore, the Federation was accused of facilitating human rights abuses, genocide, and war crimes by providing funds to the military council and imposing illegal income taxes, double tax on Burmese migrant workers. Additionally, it mandated that 25% of workers' wages be remitted to their family, as dedicated by the Terrorist Council's directives. Ministry of Education. Minister for Education calls for end to military involvement in politics at European Parliament event. Minister for Education Dr. Zoweso asserted that dialogue cannot commence until the violence perpetrated by the terrorist Myanmar Military Council cease and all political prisoners are released. Speaking at the Rebuilding Democracy in Post-Coup Myanmar event held at the European Parliament on February 3, he reiterated his commitment to ending the involvement of the Myanmar military in the country's politics. Furthermore, he highlighted the presentations and discussions of the common positions of the groups fighting for the end of the military dictatorship and the building of a federal democratic union, which was issued on January 31, 2024. Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Myanmar Ambassador to UN highlights humanitarian crisis and political imperative at General Assembly. Ambassador Ujo Moton, permanent representative of Myanmar to the United Nations, emphasized that the Myanmar issue is fundamentally political, underscoring that addressing humanitarian and development needs alone may not suffice without addressing the underlying issue. He cautioned against politicizing humanitarian assistance and urged measures aimed solely at saving lives and ending the military dictatorships. He made this remark at the 54 plenary sessions of 78 United Nations General Assembly on February 7. The ambassador highlighted the terrorist Myanmar military brutalities, including the killing of over 4,400 innocent people, the arrest and detentions of more than 25,000 individuals, and the displacement of approximately 2.6 million people due to attacks. Additionally, he noted the destructions and burning of over 86,000 civilian buildings, including religious sites, and highlighted the urgent need for humanitarian assistance, with nearly 19 million people in need and half the population already suffering from poverty. Ministry of Natural Resources and Environmental Conservation. Ministry of Natural Resources blacklist entrepreneurs linked to dissolve Myanmar Gems and Jelly Entrepreneurs Association. On February 9, the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environmental Conservation unveiled a blacklist targeting entrepreneurs collaborating with the Myanmar Gems and Jelly Entrepreneurs Association, which were disbanded for its tie to terrorist military council. The ministry further declared that businessmen and employees persisting in association's activity, asset utilizations, and farm usage would face legal prosecutions for supporting the terrorist military council in accordance with existing laws and regulations. Entrepreneurs and individuals engaged with this association against the ministry directives were designated as blacklisted entrepreneurs with continued participation, subjecting them to legal actions under the relevant laws. National Unity Government condemns Myanmar military deadly assault on children. The National Unity Government NUG announced on February 6 that more than 630 children under the age of 18 died due to the various methods of killing by the terrorist military council over the past 3 years. The NUG continued to express its strong condemnations of those injured by the Myanmar military. At around 11 a.m. of February 5, the Myanmar military bombed Basic Education and Middle School BMS 2A CE village in the western part of Dimosu town, Karenni State, while the children were studying, killing 4 children and 1 civilian, injuring 10 children. NUG expressed its strong condemnations of this incident. The terrorist Myanmar military has repeatedly targeted schools by bombing, shooting from helicopters, and shooting with heavy weapons. 52 schools have been damaged by airstrike, and 199 schools have been damaged due to other factors. Overview of military operations in the second week of February 2024. During the second week of February 2024, the Arakan Army seized control of the headquarters of all 10 subordinate battalions under Military Operations Command No. 9 camp battles erupted in southern regions of Karen State, and Bago region, while revolutionary forces in Kolin and Bamor Township resisted military offensive. In Rakhine State, Myanmar, Chawdo, and Myaw Town, the Arakan Army captured the headquarters of 10 subordinate battalions under Military Operations Commander No. 9. Additionally, they secured 2 army camps, Tangpyo Laway and Tangpyo Layer, near the Bangladesh border in Maundo, while Bengali Rohingya armed groups ARA and RSO reportedly supported the Myanmar military. Over 300 Myanmar military forces fled to Bangladesh during the attack on this camp, indicating the Arakan Army's control of the border area. Presently, the Arakan Army dominates the entire northern Rakhine region. In Karenni State, Bolakhet Township, the Karenni People's Liberation Army, KPLA, KA, KNDF, PDF, Federal Wing and FFT jointly capture the 12 Mile Hill military camp. KNLA and PDF forces also secure the Milestone base camp in Karen State. Denounces Township, recovering enemy bodies and ammunition. In Bagol regions, Tandabin Township, KNLA and PDF forces fiercely battle in Sayaji Township. Meanwhile, Kolin Town, under the National Unity Government control, faced attack from enemy columns, resulting in intense confrontation. Similarly, in Sagai regions, Pamor Township, approximately 300 terrorist Myanmar Military Council forces enter, indicating heightened aggressions in the upper regions of Sagai. Let's see what do we have for our weekly roundup news in coming week. Thanks for watching PVTV International.